Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Very nice to have all of you. I am Xaba from our BNB Chain team, focusing on ecosystem initiatives, and I'm having here Keith from Mines of Darlania. Hey, Keith, how is it going?
Hi, everybody. Hi, Saba. Going well.
Cool, cool. So why don't you give a brief introduction about Mines of Dalarnia and what have you been up to recently?
Yeah, for sure. So, Mines of Darlania is a play and earn adventure game, which players venture into the mines on planets, collect resources. Uh, we have some, really good action, digging gameplay, battling monsters, collecting uh, uh, gems and resources they can bring back out of the mine then and use to craft equipment that they can power up their miners or sell to other players. You can own and rent land. And our vision with MOD is just to provide a high quality game experience and that has a whole economy behind it and kind of, is something a little different in the play and earn blockchain gaming space. Um, it's been out for a little more than a month now, and it's been going really great.
Amazing. Yeah, I was very excited when you just launched the game. And when was the idea of Mines and Dalarnia born? And what led you to this idea to create this game?
Yeah, so I mean, MOD was released originally back in 2018 and has been in development ever since. Originally the Chromia chain, then we migrated to Binance to Smart Chain. Just in April, we released version 2.0, which is a huge update to the original, and got a lot of new players in, and have been growing the game ever since. So we've been doing updates, weekly updates, with a major update every 2 weeks, mostly for the most part so far, and then smaller ones on off weeks to keep on adding features and expanding content and improving and polishing things and all that.
Cool. You have had a recent update, right? The weapon crafting was just added into the game. Can you tell us a little bit more about that, please?
Yeah, so weapon crafting was a big new feature. One of our kind of every other week big features that we've been doing, and it let players craft the first new type of equipment and the first weapon type, which are called blades. So the way it works in Mines of Dalarnia is you can craft different types of equipment. You can craft armors and mining tools, and then we added weapons. So they're all crafted with resources that players bring out of playing gameplay with digs. You combine the resources together to make items. When you mint a new item, they have random perks attached to them, and blades have some new ones, some unique perks, including some rare ones like a charge blade perk, which deals extra damage if you haven't attacked for a few seconds. So they have some cool new features associated with them, and unlike other items, so for many things in MOD, you can combine them to upgrade them. Blades are a little different. You upgrade them linearly, so you can like make a copper blade, and upgrade to iron, upgrade to silver, and so forth. So they have some new feel to them. They also came with a new resource called Stellar Shards, which I'll talk about in a minute, but definitely added a lot more things to craft and to work on in the game, and it was a pretty big change, pretty big update.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And if I'm correct, you have a demo video prepared for us. Could you share it, please?
Yeah, actually, I think we're screen sharing gameplay today.
Oh, cool. Even better.
Just get the screen share going. Here you go. All right. Can you see gameplay there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's Mines of Darlania, and we've got like I said, we've got a new crafting system. We've recently added up weapons, so there are different kinds of blades you can craft, and different kinds of equipment that you can make. Including right now, we have a special event going called the Quicksilver Mines, running for about a month, and During this, you can get the special item called Quicksilver from the Quicksilver mine, which players can terraform onto their land. And if they do, you can collect Quicksilver to craft this unique armor called Quicksilver Armor. It has a unique look to it, which is pretty cool. So here you can see some of the different equipments we have, and they have different perks and different equipment types, and also different aspects. There are 3 aspects. There's rock, jungle, and crypt, and they are they're kind of like elements in some games, sort of like fire, ice, and earth and air and things like that. That kind of give you access to special areas. Another thing that was new is the daily mining contract. So we have these daily contracts now. You can complete one per day, and if you complete the contract, you get a new resource called a stellar shard. Stellar shards are right now used for crafting weapons. In the future, they'll be used for other things as well, not only weapons. But for now, they're just part of the new weapon crafting features. So that's something that people can collect. You don't have to. You can get these at any depth. So even if you're a new player, you can come in and dig at a low power level and still get stellar shards. You just have to, complete the quest for the day. So there's a really bunch of cool features. There's also a market here for buying and selling resources. So here's our navigator, and this is like the world map, and you can see all the different plots that people own, these different planets. And some people have these events running right now, which is the Quicksilver mine. So the Quicksilver mine is actually pretty difficult, so I'm not going to do that right now. There's a decent chance I would die. So I'm going to just do a quick dig on a crypt depth right here, and just show people how the gameplay works and what it's like playing with the new weapons, where you've got a lot more damage output than you used to. The weapons made miners a good deal more powerful. And it's funny, the Quicksilver mine being pretty difficult. Most of the original content was designed to be not too challenging, and then as we go, we'll be adding more challenging gameplay content and more features that kind of really push miners' equipment to the limits and make people have to bring in their best gear. So the way this works is you dig down into mines, and the deeper you get, there are rare gems. You want to try to get gems that are higher value to increase your score. And the goal of every dig is to try to get 5 stars worth of points. And once you do that, you can leave and get your full reward from the reward crate at the end. The contents of the crate are determined by the kind of the details of the mine you're digging on. The slugs are shooting slime at me. You can also throw bombs if you get through areas you can't dig. Throw a hole through. A little radar on the top corner too that shows you where nearby things are, nearby gems. So we haven't seen any bull rats yet, which are more dangerous monster. Ooh. Right now we're looking for some red gems, which give you a lot of points and are a way to mine pretty efficiently. Finding red gems are kind of how a lot of people who are trying to mine at like high speeds will do it, is dig down red gems, but killing monsters can help a lot too. So as we keep expanding the game, we'll be adding obviously more different kinds of depths, more different kinds of content. The next feature we'll be adding, which we haven't fully announced yet, though there's been some little bits about it, will be a different. It's almost like a different mode where you have a goal that's not only mining, but also you get a little bit more fighting mixed in there. So maybe you get something to do with those weapons. So we'll be announcing the details of that very soon, next couple weeks. Oh well, no, before that, because we'll be announcing a lot of details next week at NFT NYC, which we'll be presenting at a bit more later.
Wow, very excited for that.
Yeah, it's gonna be excellent. I'll go into more about that later, but that feature will definitely expand the kind of content of the game and give us something a little different, to a little mix of gameplay a little bit. Oops. So I've got 4 stars. I'm gonna, for the sake of presentation, I'll leave and open a crate so people can see how it goes. Normally I want to get 5, but that did pretty well. Didn't die. Got 4 stars. Leave the mine and bring out some of the resources that we got. We never even saw a bull rat. When you exit, you get credit for everything you did. You got a 4-star crate there. You can take it out. You can do multiple digs at one time, so that you can save on gas fees, and so you can just be more efficient with your mining. So that's this right now. I have 4 digs open, but I'm gonna have to cancel some of those digs, I think, just so I can show you guys opening a crate, which will take a second. But yeah, give me a moment here, and I can get that open.
Sure, take your time.
Yeah.
Will we wait? I just wanted to ask that if I heard it right, and to make sure that all of our audience heard it as well, that you will announce the new features on the NFT NYC, right?
Correct. So next week at NFT NYC, we'll be doing a bunch of big announcements, probably leading up to that and during that, about future features and things that we haven't announced yet that are coming out soon. And
Okay.
everyone who follows us knows we update, like I said, very often. So something that's coming soon, in some cases, might be quite soon. Okay, so I'm going to open a crate here. It'll take a moment because they have to confirm the transaction on the blockchain, and it'll give me the reward for the dig I just did. So I got those resources for completing the dig, and that's pretty good. Copper, iron, and Aussie. And I also got 1 step towards my daily quest here to get my my stellar shard. And yeah, that's like an overview of the basics of playing the game. There are different types of depths and events and other things to check out, but that's Mines of Darlania.
Very cool. Very cool. And players would like to know your future plans about the in-game economy. What do you have to say to those players?
Yeah, so we're approaching the economy in a bunch of different ways. We want there to be many ways to engage with the game, people owning land and crafting and making money selling NFTs, or upgrading them to really optimize them, trading equipment, just directly mining and trading resources. Eventually, maybe renting out equipment or entire miners as well, sort of a scholarship kind of thing. We don't want it to be a situation where the main way to play is people just mining and dumping resources on the decks and trying to make a one-to-one profit that way. That's not a sustainable economy. We need a diverse economy. So one thing that will help is a really well integrated searchable equipment marketplace that trades for DAR. That'll be becoming increasingly important as we add more equipment and craftable things. Variety expands and more tiers of gear and types are added. We want to make sure that people are able to find buyers and equipment that they want to trade for if they're going to invest in crafting this kind of more complex and customized gear. And we also want to expand resource utility throughout the game. So we're looking at different ways to use equipment, or different ways to use resources, such as energy recharge, more craftables and consumables, We'll be adding minor levels, which will let you level up and create more differentiation between players who spend more time in the game. So maybe not everyone will be able to immediately craft everything from the start or wear everything from the start. And as the game grows, there'll be more variety in methods of gearing up and crafting, and really having invested time in your character in the game, and having spent completed a lot of the different aspects of gameplay. And we're also revisiting and considering some existing features as well, and make sure that they're flexible and they make sense with how the game economy has evolved since launch. So we're really approaching it from a bunch of different directions, and we'll continue to announce plans and features and changes as it goes along.
Yeah, it's amazing to hear that your priority is to keep the game economy sustainable and in the long run. Yeah, cool. Um, on to my next question, that security of game client and the combating hackers and bots is a big topic for Mines of Dalarnia and, of course, all the other blockchain games. What are your plans to keep on top of this?
Yeah, security is a major focus over here. Security of the game client itself, and then looking ways to both secure the client and also catch people who exploit it. We're working on systems on the server side to validate a lot more things in gameplay. That'll be huge. It's a very big feature that takes a lot of time to complete and test. So we'll have announcements about that as it gets closer, and that will also interact with our plans to make the game have more multiplayer features as well. We've been announcing since the beginning that a huge part of this game's longer term strategy is to have a multiplayer shared space and have the ability for players to play online together and things. And obviously that comes along with more server validated gameplay. So those things are all being worked on together. In the short term, every update we make improvements. We do ban waves and lock up wallets and lock up assets and try to slow it down whenever possible. And it's just something that we take seriously and have people whose entire focus is just on that and improving security.
Gotcha. A daily mining contract system just went in. How does that work?
Oh yeah, so that's sort of what I just showed in there with the stellar shards, and how every day is something to come back and do,
Mhm.
and get a reward that is important. We thought it was important that it wasn't random and it wasn't dependent necessarily. In this case, at least, wasn't dependent on your player level. So new players could come in and have something to do and work on that didn't require them to be super geared up. There's already a lot of things in the game that reward being geared up, and there will be more coming soon. Uh, and over time, we want to add a lot more quests too. You probably noticed that contracts quests. You probably noticed that interface that appeared had room for more than one. We want to add different features. They wouldn't all be daily necessarily. Some might be one time, some might be for an event, some might be for a week or weekend or something. We just want to have stuff to do in the game all the time that rewards players. And again, we're trying to reward players in predictable ways that aren't super random, right? Like if you complete your 5 digs, you get a reward. You don't have to, feel like you're rolling a dice on it. You'll get it for sure. So trying to add those kinds of features as well.
Cool. And are there any new land sales happening in the future?
No, as for this year, we don't have any additional land sales planned. Depending on the growth of the community, it could change if we realize that it's necessary for the health of the economy. But right now, we're really focusing on expanding value of the current content, current land and the planets, adding features, and making sure that everything is going the right direction for all of our different kind of player groups. Moving into 2023, new parts of the Dalarnian galaxy will probably be discovered. New planets may be populated, but for now, we're really focusing on the lands that we have.
Gotcha. Okay. And you mentioned previously that you will be announcing the new features very, very soon. Is there any other upcoming features that you can tease us with?
Yeah, I think that a new game mode element to it, where it's focused on killing monsters as opposed to mining, is a good teaser. We added weapons. We wanted to get something to do with those weapons. So I think that that's going to be really cool, and we'll get more details about that soon.
Amazing. I think these were all my questions for today. Do you have anything else that you would like to share with the community?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the games. It's been great to have the game out there and getting everyone playing it. We're on Discord all the time. We read everybody's feedback. We don't always respond to feedback, but we are aware of what people are saying about things and trying to really put some things into consideration. A lot of the things people have mentioned have kind of come back around into the game, or things that we're looking at doing. We really do value the community on Discord and Telegram quite a bit. So I just want to make sure that I say thank you to everybody who supports the game and who is on there discussing and talking about things. We definitely pay attention to everything, and we're Mines of Darlania is a long-term project. We're been out for less than 2 months. We will grow it for years to come and be adding lots of features. So just want to express my thanks to everyone who has been along on this launch ride and has been reaching out and helping and giving support and giving tips and everything. It's been great.
Cool, sounds cool. Just a heads up, there are a few feedbacks under the stream on YouTube of this stream. Just letting you know, so you can read those as well after this session.
For sure.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you so much for taking the time for this AMA. And thank you so much from everybody from the audience for attending. Have a nice day, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you.